Before we start the video, a big shout out to Elite Gaming Entertainment for letting me use the background game. What's going on, guys? And I'm gonna show you how to get super high rounds, round 500, round 1000, round 2000 in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Now keep in mind that the technique I'm going to show you, the strategy basically, is very similar to Shinanuma, but it's insanely similar to Shinanuma, which is why I know that this is the rounds that you're going to be able to get to. It takes the same amount of time, the same amount of effort, the same amount of anything, but it's just easier to set up. So if you have gotten any point of your life a high round on Shinanuma, you'll be able to get that round doubled in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Onslaught. Now, the Onslaught mode is a PlayStation exclusive mode, but it will be coming to PC and Xbox, and at that time everybody will be doing high rounds for a short amount of time, so yeah, make sure to run the leaderboards by then. Okay, so to set yourself up before you enter into the game, I recommend Onslaught Containment because this will make the rounds go faster. If it is not available, you'll just load into a normal Onslaught game, a Nuketown or Miami Strike, or any small map is good. And yeah, basically you need the Hour because the Hour is going to be an insta-kill throughout the entirety of the run, and Ring of Fire just for the beginning, because after round 20, remember that after round 20 or Surge 20, yeah, it's Surge, after Surge 20 you'll be changing that to another field upgrade like an Energy Mine or the Frenzy Guard, probably the Frenzy Guard because it's the best field upgrade in the game with hard 3 armor. But either way, once you've got all this, the Hour and the Ring of Fire, just load into the game. Now that you're in the game, you just work on upgrading your Hour as high as possible, and if you find an LMG preferably from the ground, just pick it, but focus on upgrading the Hour, not the LMG, and upgrade it as high as you can. And by round 20 you should have all the perks, or most of them, like minus Thompson Solar or Deadshot Daiquiri, and you should also have no, Thompson isn't an Onslaught, just dumb. And you should also have a max rarity Pocket Punch 2 Hour or Pocket Punch 3 at the best. So this is where the real strategy starts, and you know, this is why it's very similar to Shinanuma. Okay, so for this strategy, there will be every wave, there will be more zombies coming out of the orb, and you'll just want to be killing them as fast as possible. What makes it similar to Shinanuma is that you'll most likely be in the same place, camping and just moving around to the same spaces, and it's also your shotgun, and in Shinanuma it's the trap and the Wonderwaff, that it is an insta-kill on all rounds, which will be very helpful. But either way, you'll be killing all the zombies until the highest round you can with the Hour, because this is your insta-kill weapon, and every 3 rounds there is gonna be a boss zombie. Now the strategy to take down the boss zombie is to use a death machine, and it's gonna clear it out in seconds, and you know, it's gonna split, and then it will also clear out the splits in second. If that's a Megaton, it might be a Mangler or a Mimic. If it is a Mimic, kill it with your shotgun. If it's a Mangler, just damage it with your shotgun if you have an ammo mod, good, and then also damage it and kill it with a death machine. The death machine is very effective, but if you don't have a death machine, the war machine is also good too, but don't spend your time on the Megatons with your shotgun. And also, lastly, the last bit about this strategy is do not camp and stand still. Find the literal area and camp in that little area, not in, you know, generally the entirety of the map or in a single spot, because this might get you killed. And also, another tip is that dog rounds go by, like, they're not dog rounds, but the dogs that spawn, if you kill them all, it will make the round go by so fast that it's something like a dog round because it goes so fast. The dogs fill in the orb power much faster, and this is good to know. But yeah, now it is also very similar to Shinanuma because the amount of time it takes to do one round on Shino is the same amount of time it takes to do a Surge in Onslaught. Like 25 zombies, around 25 zombies spawn on both games. In Call of Duty World at War, 24 zombies spawn, and most of them are killed by your trap. In Call of Duty Onslaught or Cold War, most of them are killed by your shotgun, but it's still easier to kill them that way. And also, now how much will it take you to go to the high rounds? This is relative, depends on how skillful you are. around 40 is like yeah, I think around 40 or 45 is 30 minutes, and around 100 is 1 to 1.5 hours, which is very useful to know. It's, you know, just like Shinanuma. Again, if you want to get like extremely high rounds, you should get around 500 by spending 6 to 7 hours, I think. Yeah, it is something like that, something bigger than Shino. But either way, it is very useful. And Onslaught kind of your camos, so if you're trying to go for the Howard to do camos, or for any shotgun, because you will be using shotguns for this strategy, and also getting high rounds, this is the most effective strategy. Make sure to do this strategy before the Onslaught mode comes to PC and Xbox, so that you're high on the leaderboard or some shit. I don't know, do whatever the fuck you want. Sorry for stuttering, just because I'm dumb. But either way, that was the video. If this helped you, just go ahead and use it. I don't know, tag me or comment, hey yo, I'm a dumbass and I just reached around 500 with a strategy, thank you bro, or anything like that. If you like the video, you're gonna like, I don't have to remind you, but if you don't like, I'm gonna chase down your phone.